I took 1d4 life damage.
Whoa, that's loud. Okay, we're chilling. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Oh! Alright, let me quickly make sure that the chat is working, because last time I fucked up the chat and I was gonna cry in public.
Sounds like you.
I prefer if you do it on camera, then I can enjoy it later.
He's gonna get a webcam soon, probably. Soon?
Soon, TM.
Zoomy. None of you guys know what that is, do you?
All of you
Yeah,
weaklings have no idea, don't you?
Sad little non-obesity ravaged countries. Silly goose.
Ah,
Okay, pop
What's
out
my
chat.
name? No, name us for a second. Oh boy, so it's like to have amnesia.
huh? Who cares about names?
It's all about the attitude.
The Fae care about names. Okay, let's see if it
Make
works.
a fair point. There is actually has material gain.
Do you think the Fae like... Okay, I was gonna suggest something that would be slightly odd if they had. So I'll wait. 2,000 years.
Oh wait, I think there's a done.
What? Did you say?
All right.
Haha. Haha.
Oh, you humble peasant. Okay, let me quickly. Original. Click this button. Yes. And then, theoretically, I can do this quick speed dial thing. Browse. It's gonna take a second. By the way, I should cut. Should I give a recap? I think I should give a recap.
Yes.
You guys haven't died. Well done. Good job.
Whoa.
Keep it up.
Work in progress.
Roll initiative. I'm kidding. You guys collected a lot of money. I believe. How much money does everyone have at the moment? From your treasure hunting and kraken slaying, and
We
literal
kind
months of
of,
traveling.
We
Let's see
weren't.
here.
Well, we got 60 gold each.
You got 60 platinum each.
60
Yeah,
platinum.
platinum.
How much? And then we got gold
yeah.
from our share of the overall treasure.
Oh,
Which was
did we?
You guys from the share of the overall treasure, what you guys gathered from under the boat, from the ship wreckage was about 60 platinum worth of gold, or platinum. You
So we
have
didn't
them
get
all
any
in
gold.
platinum. You didn't get any gold plus from that. You do have a bit of
Okay,
extra
nice.
cash from your own previous encounters and whatnot. But in by itself, everyone has about 600 gold worth of money, plus whatever you had before, in their wallets to spend on whatever you feel like. Yes.
I'm gonna buy a child.
Um,
Good joke. Legally,
yeah,
that's a
child
joke.
have this many pockets? Don't answer that question.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I have 1 copper piece
You have 1 copper piece.
and 12,000 gold pieces. But I have 1 copper piece.
You can transfer like say a gold to 100 extra copper pieces,
Sorry. It's just,
and then
You can-
transfer like
um.
2 gold
No,
to have
I'm not
20
gonna. I'm not
silver.
gonna carry around. However many copper pieces that would be.
I mean, it's
Should
more
I?
convenient because coins don't weigh in this campaign.
They. Interesting.
Yeah, no, you just kind of have them. In the next
Oh, that-
campaign, probably yes,
That
because
was
it's more
about
down
half
to
of
earth.
the weight I was carrying. Sorry, in Dice Cloud, I just like unchecked the little thing. That was about half the weight I was carrying. That's interesting. Interesting.
Yep, yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! Canonically, I have 12,069 gold pieces. If I sold all the things I was
Your
carrying.
general net worth, yeah.
My net worth. It's funny. You know?
That is funny.
Because it's more than the gold pieces I have right now. It's just a little bit funny. Funny is in the silly way. Out of norm. Not any other reason. Anyway.
Hmm. So, okay, so for now, right now, there's not going to be much of a need for a battle map since you guys are going to be in a city, but I'm going to have a map here for the sake of, rolling dice satisfyingly. Such as that 2 that was rolled by
Aw.
yours truly, Penzete. Or Bear, if you're, like,
Sad
cool.
noises. I rolled a 2, but yes, thank you.
think-
Compliments.
Now,
That's it.
now, do we
The
get
cooler
a
bear.
city map to look at?
I'm gonna pop open a city map
Imagine.
in on the
Crack
stream
one open
to
with the boys?
crack. Give me a second.
Sorry.
Yes, Crag is indeed a severe problem in America.
I'm gonna put
Oh.
your
That's not
characters
what
down
she
so you guys actually can have your like visually something to like represent your
Can I roll Corral?
faces. I'll swap stuff.
Roll for
assuming
walking.
there's
No,
any,
I'm kidding.
like, other stuff. Unfortunately, you
You want
cannot
to
roll.
interact with people?
Roll for walking? Yeah,
No.
I will. You don't get that reference yet.
I think I'm gonna just put this guy down here. For the sake of that being my
Oh,
emblem.
no.
This one up. NPC from the
Who?
previous campaign. I just have him still favored, so it's fine.
Who?
The weird oracle thing.
The thing that tried to make you have a deal with your dream.
With Ayla's.
Who?
Yeah, I gave them a pretty hard time.
You know who else? Sorry. So,
Sorry, I'm not laughing at that. That wasn't funny. I thought he said I gayed him up.
I
Well, if
Caught me off
Jamie's
guard.
happy, he certainly wasn't happy.
unfortunate. Let's go ahead and open up the city map so that people can witness what the city does. And also, I'm gonna stream OBS so you guys can see OBS. And also read the chat if you guys want to. Assuming anybody says anything, because there's no guarantee. There is no guarantee.
Hey, remember, like, before we started season 1 of this, the first campaign, where you thought you might make a lot of money off this? It gets popularity.
Yeah, no, if it gets popularity, it's possible to make money out of this.
Oh god, you still sound like you have optimism.
It's not an expect. I don't. Okay, to be clear, I don't expect cash from this. That wasn't
No, we
in
just-
the. That wasn't in the plan.
But it's just something about your voice that you said it as if you thought it was genuinely possible.
I mean, Satan does have to say, you have a bit too much optimism. I would like you to remove it.
Remove your optimism, please.
Oh god. Wait, where? I am pretty sure I'm drained.
No, it keeps resurfacing. You can't do anything about it.
What? Where's my optimism at then?
It's leaking out of the walls.
Nightmare, 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 nightmare.
I thought I sealed those walls. You know,
Alright.
that might explain the screaming at night.
Let me quickly.
Or is that the cats? I can't tell.
I don't know. Was it the cats?
I don't.
Well,
I don't know. all I know is I have been repeatedly woken up at 3:47 multiple nights in a row.
Shouldn't it be 3:33? It's not like 11.
No, 3:47 specifically. I check the clock every time.
That's oddly particular.
Yeah, it's because I don't have any blackout curtains in the new flat, so the light immediately streams down on me and gets so bright that to me it's as if I had turned the lights on. On top of the fact that it seems between about 3:45 and 7 in the morning, the cats seem to think running around everywhere, creating as much racket and
Oh yeah.
cleaning their kitty litters as loudly as catily possible.
Of course.
It's the most ideal thing to do.
It's specifically at that time of night.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes, it's
Yeah, yeah.
literally, it's been happening consistently.
Yeah.
I remember that my cats did that, and I also remember they wanted to eat my toes. It was an interesting time.
I could.
I s-
I
I
just.
think I got
I just
used
wish-
to it.
I just wish they would let me sleep. I just want to sleep. I already can't go to sleep until it's post midnight just because it's finally dark enough. But I have to deal with this shit.
Well,
Well,
That's
you
what
wanna
God
do
intended.
some D&D then?
Yeah. I don't think God liked my news report.
Jesus.
We keep,
Fair,
keep
Dad?
petitioning. We keep
Not yet.
petitioning him to kind of expand hell a bit more and like loose the restrictions on heaven a bit. But no, standards must be upheld. And you just had another expansion last millennia. You can't get another one so soon. Gropey little bastard.
You wanna know more about it? You can search up God expansion.
On petition.org.
So quiet.
On petition.org. Just. On petition.org.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't respond to emails. We sent so many.
Gotta start another revolution, I see.
Like a pigeon or something.
At this point, we
Silly
just want more.
dogs.
We just want more. We just want a few more zones for the perpetual flood of sinners, and we would love like the restrictions to be a bit eased, you know, so we wouldn't have a 98% sinning rate.
Weirdly specific.
Yes, current figures.
What?
Current.
Yes, that's the current
More
figures.
like outdated figures.
So we keep saying, well, they never really go well. I mean, we tried faxing it a few times, but then the fax just kind of disappeared forever. After all, no one can really tell when the fax died at this point. Now you know why.
Though.
Yeah.
When God doesn't want an email from friggin' Satan and stops the fax machine from working.
Oh.
Oh no, he just put no. This was fax. It was before email. When we came to email, he just put it in a spam folder, I think.
This is true. I did in fact put it in the spam folder.
What?
I'm the dunking master.
No.
Alright, so, okay, you guys are, let's go ahead and open up the map. Okay, let me paint a picture, a proper picture. Let me be a bit of a better picture, so to speak. And this consists of the fact that you guys were on a boat. While on this boat, you started approaching, like getting closer and closer to the shoreline. Though the shoreline started like going further in. It seemed to be a large bay. And then further into the bay, you see the glow of a city. In by itself, the city, it's daytime upon arrival. Let me actually make the ambience ocean. And upon seeing it, you see the reflective roofs of bronze domes as a very fine, beautiful city, kind of reflects its metal, certain metal parts of its infrastructure into your eyes, kind of reflecting off and glistening in the fucking waves, whatever the fuck. Grandiose. You get the idea. You can paint the picture yourselves. At least you fucking assholes. But what is interesting, so to speak, is the fact that as you start getting closer and closer, you hear it. From the background, someone in the lower docks of the boat. You remember that sound of being like, oh, probably treasure nearby. But now you're outside of the jellyfish-infested waters in the south of Durgar on the western coastline. Now you're closer towards, what is it? Wait, was it? Bargadast. Bargadast is the capital of Ethelia.
Can't see them.
You can't see what?
Can't see the map.
Yeah, I'm gonna open it up in a second. Actually, sure. Fuck it. I'm gonna open it now. He called. Shut the fuck. You're a moderator. You're not supposed to call me out. Anyways. Yeah, no. You guys start arriving, and then eventually, the boat stops when he starts moaning very loudly, and then starts going backwards. And simply put, a smaller boat, one of the other smaller boats, gets put onto the side of the ship, docked on one of the cliff sides, and then anchored so it doesn't drift off into the middle of the ocean, far enough away so he doesn't scream or moan when close to the city of magic. So all you know is that there's most likely treasure and artifacts, plethora, within this city. Then the boat continues, and eventually starts approaching the docks. Upon arriving to the docks, the boat stops. The captain walks towards the side of the boat as you guys all start getting off, and they start unloading cargo and whatnot. And so do a couple other crewmates, most of them busy unloading cargo, but one of them seems to be more interested in actually saying goodbye to all of you. Though the captain seems like he is more... It seems like he's not emotionally invested in saying goodbye to you, unlike Garbus, who's currently trying his best to keep his cool, so to speak.
Right then. You're heading off, yes? This is your stop,
That's
after all.
A captain, right?
The captain.
Yeah, we're leaving here.
Right then. All payment has been sorted by Shin's brother, Hallen. So, no need for any money. Spend yours wisely. And for you, Brune, if you ever need a job, we always stop by Bargadast.
Of course.
You know
won't
where to
roll
find
up
us.
that.
Well, I'm getting back to work. And, about your undead, Nakari. Nakari? Good sir.
The mic.
You're undead. How are we gonna keep them
Yes.
out of the city?
Keep them out.
People will find them.
Yes, but have you looked at Steve? I pull his hood down. Do you honestly think if anyone sees this, they're gonna they just look at his horrific? It isn't burn marks, but it kind of looks like it, doesn't it? I pull the hood back down.
No, it's the aura of undead.
Wait.
This is the city of magic, after all. Best not to underestimate their police force.
See,
Trust me,
I
I have
see.
a necromancer of my own
Where
as a crew.
where are the? I presume such a large settlement would have a rather large graveyard, or maybe even a necropolis.
I would recommend you skip this town.
Is it a graveyard on the outskirts?
Not in the outskirts. If you go between the farmlands and Silver Meadow, you might find a graveyard, but they'll find you. They will.
Steve, crew 1 through 3, over here. Okay, this is very important. Yes, this is very important. Come here. I need you to jump in the... Okay, you must jump in the water. You must move to the shore. You must avoid people that you're sure you can't harvest. And then you make your way around... let's say, Wine Gate. Like at the very, very edges. Somewhere you feel you can stay hidden. And yes, burying yourselves is something you can do. Just place an initial, like where, just place an X on the tree next to where you bury yourselves in that case.
What?
Yes. Yes.
You'll hear a
You get it?
splash as they all proceed to jump into the water and start swimming around, getting to the outskirts and marching so that they can stay on the southern, western side of the city borders. A little bit of a pretty much walking around the city. That's that side. You'll most likely find their X eventually. But yes, they start swimming. They start heading their way out. Well, some of them are swimming. Some of them are just sinking and just walking. But most of them, I think one of them at least, swim.
And we
And
really
so-
need to get... They really need some proper amulets of non-detection. You can't divine shit with those on.
Well,
Either way. Oh, would you happen to have like a really big bag?
Myself.
Mine are kind of Mine are a tad bit bloodstained.
Want a bag? A backpack?
No, like a sack, like just a sack.
Most likely. I can ask one of
Yes.
the crew members. Just give me 3 silver and
Flip.
I'll get you one.
flip my gold. Try get me a actually the one that has no holes.
I'll get it done.
Good man.
He walks off. And upon walking off, a couple of minutes later, he shall return.
You know, I actually don't think I was able to think about anything else to tell you about the culture, since you never specified anything. But I tried.
Maybe you're just not very good at telling people things.
Maybe you're just not very good at asking questions.
Maybe you're just not very good at telling people things.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
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 I'll see you all around. We're probably gonna be
Will
here
you?
for like the next 3 days before we're gonna start heading off further south. We go between Dardanet to Uxbridge. That's our pathway that we sail. So, if you need a ride, we can give a ride. Assuming you meet us at the right time.
Well, I hope you have a nice life, really, until we meet again.
Until we meet again. Yeah. Sorry. Bye.
He'll like turn around, start walking towards the boat, and stop, and then he's gonna continue walking. Eventually, he gets to the boat and starts carrying sacks of stuff, and then the captain will return.
Right then, here you go.
He hands you a black dyed sack that seems to be very, very well knit, actually. It seems that this is supposed to be... It's designed to be strong enough to hold wood, actually, in. Like wood kindle and whatnot, so like sharp pieces of wood so it doesn't get cut from the inside. And then he also mentions...
It's good with not getting liquids pouring out, and it's stain resistant from the outside, though the inside is a little bit of a pain to clean. But assuming you have any sort of magic, such as like precipitation, it should work on it.
No problem.
Right then.
I go back to my lodgings and I just take this random object the other undead have been hiding and kind of just stick the bag kind of over it.
So you put that, put the thing that was inside the bag, put the thing in your lodging into the bag, and then you're set.
See, the thing is here, the big staff I created.
Yes.
Now, you can make your arguments about why the stem looks like a really long or a fused combination of spinal cords. Well, spines, rather. Sorry. You can explain that away. In some ways. Hunting trophy or something. Doesn't even need to be that good. But you can explain it. It's a lot more difficult to explain why there are moving hands grasping onto hag heads.
Yeah, no, this makes you look kind of suspicious.
Exactly, hence the bag.
Okay. You put it
So
into
I'm
the bag.
covering like, so I'm covering as much as the upper part as possible to
There
ensure
is-
that. Yeah.
There's a rope at the bottom of it. It's actually designed so you're able to like kind of tie it over your chest, so it looks like it fits well. You don't have to hold it over your like shoulder all the time. It tie it over your chest, almost like a backpack, like kind of like how a bow goes around your kind of chest, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You
Fair
could
enough.
say,
That works.
And yeah, no, it looks like you're carrying from an outside perspective, like farmers, like large grain, like corn, like in a like bag kind of thing. It doesn't necessarily look. You look like a farmer almost with that backpack. All you need is just like fucking, what is that? Those pitchforks, and you're fucking. You look like a farmer, but outside of that, you look like you're just an eccentric person. But upon getting off the boat and you look around, you see that everyone looks mildly eccentric in their own sense. Races
Yeah.
of different kinds. This looks like a melting point of just different shit everywhere. I mean, yeah, there are commoners and stuff, but even commoners have like colorful, not necessarily over the top Fae-esque colorful, but like lavish, so to speak. And then Shin walks off with you guys, and then what seems to be 3-4 guards show up onto the boat. They look like they were waiting, and then they're just like,
We'll be taking, we'll be leading you to the detective's office. Don't mind if we take her. You can find us, you will be having an audience with the Queen in a couple of days. While we, get your boss up to speed.
and then Shin is like, oh, okay, and then realizes that it was called, you guys were being, she was called the boss of you guys, feels this almost smugness to it, and then proceeds to kind of go with the flow as the guards lead her to some other place in the city, presumably to get more information on the job that you guys are currently doing, specifically the marking.
Ray is able to not react about being presumed a subordinate.
But yes, right now you stand by a dock. Around you is multiple shops and whatnot, and roads that lead further in. You guys currently are in Ashport.
Well, I was told that I would find a nice blacksmith here.
Oh, there's Ashford.
The one above is called Clearport.
Anything you two want to do while you're here?
Well, I did want to enchant my earring, possibly, because wild shape and all that. So I'd get it enchanted with message. I mean, I've been thinking about it. If I can find someone here that can do it, I'd like to. Blacksmith
need-
might work. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find a good blacksmith.
Okay. I'm just
What
gonna.
about you, Nakari? Do you want anything?
I need to find a dressmaker. Or a carnival.
Ooh,
Maybe
why?
something in between. I start walking. I don't know where I'm walking. I'm just walking down some busy road looking at shops.
Should we follow him?
He seems to think he knows where he's going, so we're not going that way. I'm gonna try and find a guard I can see around.
Okay. You're gonna look around. In by itself, you will see. Wait, is Alaria? No, Corel is with you. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So Corel and Rune, you start walking off, looking for a guard. And then eventually walking towards, walking towards the north in direction of Clearport, while it seems that Nakari walks straight into Ashport, looking for pretty much anyone that can provide him with the services he needs. You find a guard. He's holding a staff. And he's kind of sitting there on top of someone's barrel having a conversation with this halfling. And he seems to be laughing. The halfling looks like a commoner. He seems that he's just like folding and like fidgeting with some like piece of cloth. You're not really sure exactly what he's doing, but
I assume we just found the person that could have helped Nikari, but he went the other way.
I mean, these two
How
dudes.
does-
Yeah. What was it?
How does
what?
the guard's armor look?
The guard's armor looks like it's light armor, leather. It doesn't look like it's anything special, like studded or anything, but it looks like it's light armor. He has this like almost wizardy kind of hat, but it has like a little bit of metal on top, almost functioning as both like a helmet. It looks kind of it looks odd, but it doesn't look bad necessarily. And you can see him, and well, since he's looking downwards, you can't see his face super well. But he's holding his staff with one hand, kind of like twirling it around. You know, like those like fucking like he's like wedging it between his fingers, kind of spinning it around, and then like stopping it, and then going the other direction, stopping it, and then going the other direction.
Yeah.
And he seems to be having this conversation. He's having relatively fine-looking-esque clothing. That you can tell that it's the same color palette and uniform-esque to the guards that led Shin further down through Ashport, maybe a little bit more eastward. On the other hand, the halfling that is currently talking just looks like, for the most part, a normal commoner. They have long hair that is tied up in a bun. He's chilling. He looks like, upon closer inspection, like he's knitting something. And he's currently wearing like a white shirt with like certain black intricate details over his like in the same position where like an overalls clothing would be, and he has these like relatively long looking pants and boots to handle water for some reason. And he has a bit of a stubble. They're having this conversation. That's the closest thing to a guard that you see in the nearby vicinity.
I guess. I walk up to the guard. I see you got some nice armor. You wouldn't happen to recommend any place to go to get such?
He looks up at you, and you can see that there's skin covering where his eyes would be. It seems like they're like burnt off, and he's just like, "Oh, didn't see you there. Yeah, you want armor. The halfling proceeds to be like, anyways, I'll tell you later," and then he proceeds to like walk off. And then he stops with his He stops twirling his fucking staff, and he puts it on his like lap. And it looks like he's looking at you, but there's no eyes. And he looks up. Oh, looks, and he's just like, "You want armor? Is that what you said?"
Okay.
Right.
Well, I'm a bit sorry for stopping your conversation there. To be a bit more precise,
Nah, it was towards the end,
What?
anyways.
someone that could enchant. That would be helpful.
Someone who could enchant armor.
Yes.
Right. Right. Right then. My armor's not really enchanted. Haven't gotten that. It's normal stuff. Though I can guarantee if you go to Knight's Bridge, or Night Bridge, north west from here, you'll find a large shopping market. In that shopping market, you'll be able to ask and be led a little bit more accurately, and or you will just stumble upon a place.
Well,
Jesus Christ, that's a dog.
Should we try and find Nakari first, or should we just go there?
well, first off, I wanted to. Everyone takes up his hand. Why don't you take these and have a ale with your fella when you got time? It's 4 silver pieces.
Well, don't mind if I do.
See you around.
Happy to help.
I don't think we can help Nakari much, considering I have no idea where he is.
Okay. Guess we just have to hope we find him eventually.
Well, he did send his friends to Winegate. So no one place to look.
You'll know he'll eventually end up there. If not, you bump into each other sooner.
You wanted to enchant your earring, was it?
Yeah. With message, because I can't exactly talk when I am not elf in a humanoid form.
It's not very easy to talk when you don't have vocal cords. That's well, if you have vocal cords, but they're not used to it. That's true. That's true. Now, this is a magic city, right? Ooh,
Say so. Okay.
I like the new look, by the way.
They don't look like that.
Got it.
Gosh darn it, Echo Man! Why did you?
OBS was
Make
just
me-
like, you know what'd be funny?
You want to see something cool?
I mean, it was cool.
We should probably go there to get enchanted stuff. What are you trying to enchant?
Well, I'm trying to enchant the weird sword. I'm a bit unsure how all that's going to go. But I'm hoping for the best. Hopefully something that can give it finesse even though it's so big. I want to ask a weird question.
Yeah.
We were in a city which was, well, we were in the city before that was normal, but this is supposed to be a magic place.
Yeah. Neatly
And
very
we
nice.
saw that the guards have wands instead of weapons.
Well, some of them have wands, some of them have weapons. Right now you've seen one with a wand. Most of them had weapons.
Anything we would see on the way to Knightsbridge that would be different than what we used to?
Yes. What you would see eventually would be people the people there for the most part seem like they carry themselves like normal commoners, but then you find like different like stalls where like people are selling items. And these people, as they're selling items, like they'll be like, oh, can I have one of, say, a specific pastry? Like the shop looks a bit too small to cook anything, but next thing you know, they just stick their hand into a portal that appears and pulls out a pastry that they requested. And then once they get the money, they just pop it back into the portal. Things like that, like quality of life, just random bursts of high level or decently high level magic that seems to be enchanted in the stall. As well as the weirdest thing that you guys encounter, one of the weirder things, are two kids, a boy and a girl. They're being chased by a maid. The maid seems upset, and they have two wands, and they're shooting these little like light things at each other. And then you can hear that they make this little spark noise upon impact, and then they continue running around, like shooting each other with these spells, making like sound effects with their mouth. And they also, the maid screams at them to not do that, but they seem to be mostly ignorant towards it, and they continue running through a road. Then eventually the maid gets fed up, and they just start levitating. And then she's just like, oh, for fuck's sake. And you're just like, what the fuck? But based off of their clothing, they look like higher-esque nobles. They don't seem like commoners, but they look like nobles. But people don't react crazily enough. People aren't like, what the fuck's going on? It's just like, people are just like, Jesus Christ, what are you guys are getting in the way. Careful, you might shoot me, kind of stuff. They're like kids throwing at most a tantrum, where people notice, but people don't think it's the weirdest thing in the world. So, you will also find, as you continue further and further, like carts that people instead of using carts, they use I think Liamon's disc or something. I don't remember. It's a specific spell that you summon a disc in which you can carry a lot of shit.
Yeah, up to 500 pounds.
Yeah.
It kind of just loads next to you.
Yeah, like that's pretty standard. You see that pretty often. And then eventually you get to the place. And upon arriving to the place, you will see a statue in the middle of a bunch of market stalls. This statue is of a tiefling. This tiefling has horns that go bend backwards and push, and then like in like a circular shape, and then like point forward by like the cheek. And they have goat legs. You can also see that they have a sword on their side. And they stand there. The statue's in the middle of the market. Almost like the whole point or the center attraction, almost. Let me see if I can properly get a nice image of, so I can put it onto the stream.
Okay.
Do you mind dropping it in my DMs?
Which one? The one
Newest
that's not canon?
Newest
The
one.
newest one?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can. It was a while ago. I'll look.
Domo.
What?
Thank you.
No problem. Bob, I haven't done it yet. Where is it? Out of anyone here, you wouldn't know.
I think I found it.
You found it?
I'm gonna reply to it.
You told me I could have
Check.
made it better.
Okay.
God damn it. Aru.
I do. Which ooh. Top or bottom?
Man. Okay.
Or do you have a different one?
I have a different one. Oh my
Alright.
god, this is gonna take a lot of
Cough it up.
scrolling.
Cough it up.
Give me a second. It's acid reflux. Shit.
Cough.
What?
Cough it up.
I'm gonna shit myself. This is too much pressure.
Pressure, pressure.
Always stressed. Ugh. Man. No.
I'm sorry.
Slurpee
Jesus.
plug.
I wish. Okay. Thank you for the sound effects. I appreciate it. It's really helping.
In the meantime, do you think should I do Nakari's scene?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, Nakari.
Yeah. Sorry, I was in the middle of a donut.
The middle of one? That's literally nothing.
Yeah, hence why I finished 3 seconds later.
There's like nothing in the middle of a donut.
I didn't mean it literally. Whoever
God,
means it
I'm a-
literally involving donuts.
a gamer, dude. Okay.
Yes, yes. You'd probably know what WASD means.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Satan.
It's pronounced West. Alright. So,
No, it's not.
You were wrong.
So I am walking.
you are in fact walking. Now, what's interesting for you is that you have a tendency of... I'm going to give you a couple of options. You walk further into the city, and then the city kind of winds into different paths. There are shops and whatnot, but most of them sell basic resources such as food and not a lot of clothing. But eventually, there's a couple options. Either you continue through the road, entering South District in the main road, or you branch off into a alleyway or something.
Let's try. Repeat the options.
You can either, okay, I'm gonna say that there's three options. You pick a random direction and you just walk. You look for the most shadiest alleyway you can find, or you go to the main road. Or you continue walking southward into where you think a main road would be. Eventually, it's gonna be
Going.
something.
We're gonna go with what I presume is the main road.
Okay.
If we can't find that, we're going into shady alleys.
Please roll a survival check.
Oh, no. Wait, let me just, proficiency myself into somehow being knowledgeable about survival. Oh, wait, dice
You
tower.
missed.
The dice tower, yes. Should I re-roll that?
I would rather you roll it from the dice tower. Let me open up the dice tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dice. Come on. Eh. Ah!
Jesus Christ. Alright, no, fuck this. Okay. Roll it properly.
Ah.
Roll it properly.
Waiting for the die to appear. Oh, you removed the die.
Yes.
There we go. Popping it literally inside the tower. That's even worse. It's even worse. Alright. Alright. Don't worry. This only means with that survival. Ah. Given the fact that I use borrowed knowledge to give myself proficiency, that means that's nah.
That's a what?
I got a 9.
Okay, you got a
And
9.
yeah.
This city is nothing that you've ever experienced before because you are not very experienced with magical cities, and even less when they're in the middle of the surface. So, you've traveled preferably.
I must disagree heavily. I'm very used to magical cities. I'm just not used to cities on the surface at all.
Where it doesn't actually have multiple layers vertically too. This is all in just one layer. There's no ups and downs. It's just
Like
left
in
or right.
Ogre?
And things are an inconvenient district controlled by one powerful clan. Or the church.
Okay. So I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're friends, right? Can I be honest with you? I think we're friends.
Are we
You've
gonna,
lost.
are we gonna talk about the sinning rates?
Let's go for this one. Okay. You notice as you walk further and further away from the city, or from like into an alleyway, you're just like, oh, this one looks like it goes on for a while. Most likely it's gonna bump into something. It gets kind of quiet. And don't get me wrong, there are decent amount of some people walking by, but you know to keep your hands on your coin pouch. And one or two people try to pickpocket you, and as they try to reach into your coin pouch, they find your hand just there, and then you like look at them, smile, they shit themselves, and then they run away. And you're just like, fuck, I almost had an excuse.
Like the stiletto was already about to be drawn from my sleeve and just shit, they ran away.
Nah, son of a bitch. But
Well, when you can't see my face at all through the magical hood, I mean, it does lend some intimidation.
yes, eventually they start. Some people they become less and less frequent, but you know how to handle this. You've been in more dangerous cities than this, by far. But you continue walking. And eventually, you do see one or two thugs that seem to be having a conversation. And they're currently standing in the middle of the road, and this alleyway is about like barely 5 feet wide. It's hard to go through, and squeezing through these two people, because they're like on each of the sides, you'd have to be crossing straight in front of their conversation and possibly bumping shoulders onto them. These guys are an obstacle. What do you do about this?
No. There are very, very few solutions to this. No, we must be fair. We must calculate what's the most expedient. Circumvent them, or remove the problem. Let's check. Let's call circumvention being high. And look at that, it's low. Oh, beautiful. So, I think I'll start by going a little to the side so they can't exactly see me, and as quietly as possible. Oh, I cast Vampiric Touch. That I will. Oh yeah. And God, to remind you, the primary ability of the item I spent the good few weeks making.
Yeah.
Those charges it got, I can use them to specifically cast necromancy spells.
And so any spell that is under the necromancy tag.
Yeah, I can, instead of, for example, spending a third level spell slot, I can spend 3 points.
Okay. How many points is that again?
10 total.
Until
It regains 1 point whenever a creature within 60 feet of me has been reduced to 0 hit points. Or more accurately, is literally killed.
Okay.
Excluding undead. No, undead works because it absorbs negative energy. Excluding constructs. They don't have anything the staff can use.
Okay. Gotcha. So you use
See here?
three charges? Or are you using one charge?
I'm using this third level spell.
Okay. Those are 3 charges? Alright.
Yep. Just quickly, I forgot to list charges on this thing. Okay, so I use 3, so 7 left. 10. There we go. Then I think we'll just. I want to do this quickly. At the same time, I just feel like playing with them. Oh. Nah, we should be fair. I start walking up towards them.
Yeah. By the way, as you get closer, you will see that one of them looks a little bit more skinnier, the other one looks a little bit more buff. They're having this conversation. They seem like they're laughing about something. They're having that like generic these guys are asshole kind of laugh. Assholes kind of like vibe, and then you're just like, yeah, no. They seem to mostly ignore you. The skinny one looks at you and then continues ignoring you. He sees that you're on your way there, but he doesn't get out of the way. And he continues his conversation.
Well, I don't think we have much of a choice. I keep walking towards them. Wait, do you want to buff it even more? We could buff this even more. God.
Mm-hmm.
I know I don't need to do this. But I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
I cast Touch of Death. On top of my previous enchantment. We'll make it a 3rd level casting, increasing it to a 2d4 instead of 1d4, presuming the Arcana check succeeds. 3rd level slot, so DC 16. See here, that item gave me advantage on Arcana checks as far as I remembered. The goggles.
Advantage on I think it was advantage on Arcana checks to discern information specifically. I think. Hold up. Let me double check what the goggles do. Let's open that up.
Yeah,
goggles of object reading. These leather-framed goggles feature a purple crystal lens. While wearing these goggles, you have advantage on intelligence Arcana checks made to reveal information about a creature or object you can see. You can, in addition, you can cast Identify once a dawn.
It's just a normal Arcana.
Yeah, normal Arcana to obtain information of the creature.
Okay, so that's a 22 Arcana, so the spell succeeds.
Mm-hmm.
I walk up to them and summon just a little bit of my form of dread. Step aside.
Do you cast a spell to like hurt the guy? Or
Oh,
do
it's
you-
a passive thing. Again, when I make a melee attack. Right
Okay.
now, me merely touching someone deals 3d6 at 2 plus 2d4 necrotic damage.
I'm gonna roll intimidation.
Right? Ah, for fucking! You know, that dice tower really needs like to have its mouth widened. Okay,
Okay.
so it's a lot. It's a lot.
Okay. Okay.
I think that's a good 21.
They're gonna
Perfect
roll.
effort.
I'm gonna say they're gonna roll to see if they can hold their own. Let's see what they get. They don't seem to get intimidated. In fact, they stand back up. They straighten their backs, and I'm gonna roll 1d4. The scrawnier one is 1-2. Bigger one is 3-4. Scrawnier one proceeds to like. He extends his hand, and then you'll see ice crystals start formulating around his hand, and he's just like,
Or what?
I touch him.
please. I guess roll to hit, so you can contact him.
Okay. Oh wait, dice tower was supposed to be used. Aw, that would be a dirty 20.
Unfortunate.
It's gonna be like a 1 now, isn't it?
It's even higher.
Okay, I apologize, dice tower. I doubt I must have misjudged you. So that's a lot.
It's gonna hit.
Yeah. I wonder
Roll
if this
total
guy's gonna be
damage.
alive. Let's see here. Wait, was there anything else I'm missing now? Peer touch, touch of death. I don't think I'm missing anything right now. No, I need a weapon to use booming blade. There we go. 2 noisy. Oh my god, 1. Really? 2 ones, not 2.
What?
That's
Did
below
you
average.
roll in the
Oh, for
dice
crying!
tower?
I'm
Roll
not
the
used to dice
fucking
tower.
Dice tower, dude. It's the glory dice tower. It's for the good rolls.
Okay, this is completely average. 15. Like it's I calculated the average, and this is the average. The only way it could be more average if it somehow included the 0.5. 15 necrotic damage.
Right. Okay. All right.
And I would have healed a decent chunk of, and I would have healed half of that if I had taken any damage previously.
Okay.
My skin looks healthier for some reason, suddenly. Although no one can see it.
You feel like you feel pretty good. Feel happy. That's good too. And then first and foremost, it's just gonna be like you touch him, and then half of his face starts melting. And he's just like as he's in absolute incredible pain. And you can tell immediately. he's bloody.
Delicious.
Immediately after, he's going to shoot he's gonna shoot an ice knife, and then both of them are gonna like step back. You get an attack of opportunity for either one. The one that's about to shoot the ice knife, or the one you haven't attacked yet.
Obviously, the one we started eating. I mean, we have to finish the meal.
Okay.
I do not want to waste food. Oh, come on! That was so close. Come on! This is... Okay, can we make this mouth bigger? Like, is it some way we could add like a bigger drain or something for this thing?
No, what do you think? I'm cringe?
Bit
Alright, what's the total?
to hit.
Yeah.
That. I do not have this staff bonus, so that means it's a. I think that's
That's a what?
game. I'm pretty sure that's a 13.
With a 13, you will miss.
Really?
Yes.
Does he look like he's wearing armor? I'm just curious at this point.
He seems very, very. He seems like he's wearing underneath his like coat. It looks like he's wearing leather. But he seems very dexterous, in by itself. And then he proceeds to release a nice knife shoots, and he's gonna try to see if he can hit you in the first place. So I have to roll. Oh my god, I'm a DM. I have to roll dice. What the fuck is this game? Alright, so he will roll a grand total of. Oh no, it's not good. So that's a total of 13 to hit.
Yeah, no.
So it will shoot.
It kind of hits my mage armor, and then it's gonna nope.
It will it will nope, and then it will just kind of like bounce straight into the wall, stabbing into the wall, and then you have to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, come on, die. Do not fail too badly. Yes, that's 19.
You succeed. You will take half. Did I fuck it up? I fucked it up too. I got too greedy. Alright, there you go. So, yeah, no, you will take 2 damage. Negligible damage. And then the...
I take 2 damage, and I just shake my head in disappointment.
Then the dude will straight up, the more muscly dude, he will unsheath a scimitar and try to slash at you twice. Actually, let's go ahead and roll. Yes. First one is, I think both of them hit with a +5.
Yeah,
Right.
they would have hit me regardless.
All right.
I've only an AC of 60.
You will take a grand total of 15 slashing damage with 2 separate attacks. It is your turn.
Alright, just let me change up with a bit. Twins.
Boing, boing. Boing, boing, boing.
Jets. I enter form of dread.
Do they have to check if they get frightened?
I mean, you can make the fact. You can make the fact, given the fact suddenly there is hand tendrils of greenish mist surrounding me,
I'm gonna say they can
and
roll
other
a
weird creepy effects.
wisdom save against your spell DC with advantage, plus, let's say, 2. For the one who's right in front of you. So 16. So that's a total of. Yeah, no. That's a total of 18. So I'm gonna say, is he scared? Do you think he's scared?
My spell DC right now, without me using all the spells to buff myself, is only 14. So
Okay. Then he manages to keep his cool. You can tell that he's like suddenly shook. But for the most part, he's still willing to keep on fighting.
and then just quick little for temporary hit points I gain. Oh, for fuck's the ice tower.
Nice.
Tower really likes me right now. You're gonna. I have a feeling this is like draining all my luck, so I'm gonna have like awful rolls after this. All right,
Obviously,
that's
I have 10
11. That's 11 temp.
Oh, you get +1.
Yeah, one for every warlock level I have.
Woo. Nice.
Either way. So with that underway, we then continue the onslaught of delicious food.
It's munch time. How do you munch?
Well, it's a very simple thing. Part of me wants to try and see if I can somehow gain 2 victory touches at the same time. But that seems kind of stupid. And at best, I would be able to replace the previous one with a slightly better one, so I'm not going to bother. So we're just going to go ahead and munch. Just double checking that it isn't some other bullshit abilities I get beyond the usual from my form of dread. See here, take a temp, it's the fear effect. I'm immune to frightened. Okay. Up there. Right. Then we shall attack him.
Okay.
Where's the fucking tower?
Keep forgetting.
I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
Wow.
That's unfortunate.
Do I have inspirations here? Not anyone that's logged, so I presume not. Do I have any bullshit tricks up my sleeve? Can't find any. Ooh. Damn.
That is unfortunate.
Indeed. So I'm done for now.
Okay. The first bandit will be like, his face is mostly melted off, but right now he proceeds to extend his open hand, and instead of ice being around his hand, fire starts culminating, and then a bolt of fire shoots in your direction. Missing. And then the other bandit will try to attack you twice. Question is, does it hit? I assume an 11 misses.
Oh god, yeah.
Okay. Then you will just take a total of fucking... Yes, you take a total of 8 damage that round.
I say, Kari shield at 4th level.
Alright, so is it a saving throw?
Oh no, it's just automatic damage.
Alright, go ahead.
You see,
Use
I
your reaction.
can only use it. Yeah, I can only use it against a melee attack that has dealt me damage. Hence why it's overpowered. It relies on the fact that I survived an attack.
Fair enough.
Okay, let's see. 2 there and 3 above there, so it should be 5d. 5. The hell? Come on! That's
That
just
is-
shit roll.
I mean, the dice say 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah. 2 1s, a 2, a 3, and a 4. Oh shit. That's such shit. God, that should have been an average of 17 and a half.
Alright, so
Well,
the total
11
damage?
necrotic damage and I heal 5.
Okay. Alright. marked down.
5,
It's your turn.
Just give me a moment to just kind of quick note here. Let's try that again. Sake!
What's the total?
Oh, that's a 10.
That's unfortunately a miss.
Can I angle myself to like take slight cover behind this guy?
You can angle yourself. Are you a size category? Does your size change when you have the?
No, I'm medium, 5'5".
Then you can adjust so you can get half cover from the next spell that this guy gets. So, he's gonna try to shoot you with another firebolt. Will he succeed?
Yes.
That is unfortunate.
You know, it's less that I mind him hitting me. It's more that the fact that he hits me when I find a way to increase my armor that pisses me off.
You take 4 damage. Then the other
I
person
can't
will try to
shield
attack
that.
you twice.
Right?
Both missing. Unless a 12 hits. Which I think it doesn't. 12 misses, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Then-
would have missed me even if I didn't have mage armor.
Alright. Well, in that case, go ahead and do your thing. It's your turn.
Oh, this is becoming incredibly annoying. We try again. That's a 19.
You're attacking the one behind or in front?
If the scrawny guy is within arm's reach of me, I'll gladly attack him.
He is not, sadly.
But if not, yeah, then no. That is it. Yeah, it's a big guy who needs to make a save against being frightened as well as taking a whole bunch of damage. Dice tower,
Use-
dice tower.
Yes,
use
yes,
tower.
yes, yes. Alright, 16.
No result. 16 necrotic damage. They need to make a save against being frightened, presuming they're alive, and I just recovered 8 HP.
It's a wisdom save?
Yep.
He is absolutely terrified.
And you literally see the few wounds they might have inflicted over my clothes literally start healing up. You're quite delicious.
Alright. The wizard dude is gonna try to shoot. You're still currently, I'm gonna assume, still within half cover. Since you can't really adjust and shoot from a different angle. But he crits. Dealing a total of 7 damage of fire. While the other guy, currently, he thinks about turning around and running away. He turns around, looks at you, and turns around, disengages, and books it. He will walk past his ally. His ally will notice that his friend is going to be running away. He's gonna roll, since he is bloodied, he's gonna be rolling a will save to see whether or not he can keep his composure. And then he will be like, "What? Where are you going?" And then you can see that he's gonna start trying to run away as well. It's your turn.
I see. So, am I within 30 feet or 35 feet of the scrawny guy?
The scrawny guy is
Or
10 feet away from you.
Well, presume that somehow, as the shadowy arms form into spider-like legs, I somehow for a moment crawl on the wall next to him before trying to pounce right on him.
That's God intended. Okay.
Yes.
Alright, I
Or
see
I'll say
your
as I
attack.
intended. Yes, and that's a... Again, all the attacks I do now seem to be almost guaranteed to fail, as that doesn't hit shit.
Alright. So, go ahead and try roll. Are you going to try to roll to hit? Or are you just going to try to...
I did.
Exactly.
I did.
Alright. You missed?
I did. I rolled a 2.
Oh, fuck. I missed it. Somebody called me and I had to quickly reject the call. I ain't here for this shit. Alright. And so, you will, simply put, he will disengage and he will try to disconnect from the fight. The other guy, he's already booking it and he's gonna see his friend, running away. I'm gonna make him roll another wisdom save, see if he's still frightened, magically.
It ends after the turn. Like,
Oh.
the magic effect.
Well, he's actually...
He can still be intimidated or scared, but the physical condition doesn't affect him.
He's gonna stop the guy. He's gonna like get his will back, and then he's gonna like be like, no, don't run away yet. The other guy, since he's booking it, is gonna roll a will save, or he's gonna be like, nah, fuck this, it's not worth it. See if he's he's like, it's not worth it. The other guy, I'm gonna make him roll another will save, see if he's gonna fight you solo. He's gonna fight you solo. This scrawny guy is out of here. You can see that he both disengaged and dashed at the same time. While the other guy, he's gonna try to continue fighting you. That's the end of its turn. He runs back.
The scrawny guy. Is he still within line of sight?
Yes.
I pull out one of the ribs I keep within my coat, point it right at him, and I cast Bone Lance on the scrawny guy trying to run away.
Alright. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Yep.
This better fucking hit.
Yep, I'm getting more and more frustrated from not hitting them. That direct attack.
Wow.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me!
An unseen target gets
I
advantage.
could have killed him. Like, I genuinely could have killed
You're
these
an unseen
both of these
target.
fucks 3
You're-
rounds ago. But
You're an unseen target. You have advantage.
okay. Okay, there's one chance. I doubt it's gonna work. Maybe.
Please tell me the total.
14. 14.
No. Misses.
I could have like 18 decks or something.
Yes. Rogues, sneaky boys. Well, rogues and wizard. But yes, no. He is booking it. Still. But it's still gonna be another round before he's actually gonna be out of line of sight, and the alleyway is gonna start curving again.
Let's presume I mistimed the direction, and the way he's running suddenly has a bone-like javelin sprouting right out of the wall.
You can tell he jumps and screams in fear. The other guy is actually Do you do anything else in your turn?
So I'm running towards them.
What?
By using my movement after that to run right. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Oh, the connection's a little bit weird, so it like stops and then you say like 1,000 things at a time.
Sounds like an Animal Crossing character.
Yeah, you're glitching out on my end.
What?
You're glitching out on my end too. So what?
Alright, so okay, so you're running towards the scrawny fuck?
No, I'm running towards the big fuck, which I presume is what 30 or so feet away from me, unless he already yeeted completely out of there.
No, he's coming towards you right now. He's within he is within 5 feet of you.
Ah. In which case, I use him for cover again. I'm done.
Alright, the other guy, he's still running away. The other guy's gonna see if he can hit you. Let's see if it actually works out in his favor. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. I believe both hit with
Yeah.
+5.
The
And
lowest, yeah.
You take a grand total of fucking. Was it plus? I think it was +6, right? It was +6. All right. Yeah, no. You take a total of 14 damage.
Yeah. Yeah. You see, the thing is, that wall of negative energy appears again and kind of reduces that a bit.
Nice.
So let's see. For sake of not wasting all my resources too much, only a 3rd level shield this time. Okay. The luck got back. 18 necrotic damage.
18. You write that down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the fucker alive?
Ooh, this guy is tanky, but he's blade.
Well, I heal 9 of it back.
Okay. I think you're at full HP.
Yeah. How much damage did they do again?
He did a total of
4, so 14?
he did 14 damage. Yeah. By the way, it's your turn.
Let me just note down here. Mind it. Oh, Jesus fuck. Too much math. I don't like the math. Well, I guess we have to potentially give up on Scrawny Guy.
He is.
I don't like
currently at the. He's currently at the corner. He's still within spell range.
Okay.
If you
Feet
wanna
away,
remove-
roughly. Is he less than 60 feet away from me?
He is still currently. Yeah, he's within your ability to cast a spell at the moment, because you guys technically would have been able to, because you said you approached and moved forward. Along the guy. The guy is currently hoping. He seems like he's mostly hesitating at the moment to see whether he's gonna leave his friend behind.
All right.
But yeah, no,
He
that
needs to make a
hesitation.
con save.
He has to make a con save. The scrawny guy.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see if he succeeds. He fails.
Yep. He take with what? 16. Yep, 16 necrotic damage.
How do you kill him?
As suddenly these misty hands appear from the shadows beneath him, a strange, more darkish purple than green. As they latch onto his skin and start sinking deep in, they start draining the vitality from him, slowly going from a darkish purple to a bright green, before leaving a dried up husk there on the ground, stiff as if they've been dead in a goddamn desert, baking for decades. And I also recover 6 hit points for killing him with a 2nd level necrotic spells.
He's dead, as dead can get. The other guy, I'm gonna make him roll a save to see whether or not the DC is pretty high. I'm gonna say, just as a normal roll, is plus nothing. The guy is gonna in front of you is gonna try to. He's gonna try to fucking run. So he's gonna disengage and he's gonna move 30 feet behind you, or away from you. That's the end of his turn. He does not attack. What do you do?
I rush him. Same thing.
Gotcha.
I just want to get this guy with my own bare hand.
He's
Well, at least
looking
it's a
away from
slight
you.
improvement.
You're an unseen target.
Oh, great. But I can remove the dice at the door
I
entrance
am
there.
fixing that. Give me a second. Wah, 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 wah. One, one. All right, you hit.
Way above 20.
It hit.
— 17.
17. Let me see.
Yep.
Is he? He's on the brink of death, but he's still alive.
Make a wisdom save against being frightened.
Let's see if. He fails. He's frightened. He disengages and moves another 30 feet. At this point, you guys are on top of the body. He's on top of the body of his dead friend.
There's only one solution. Wait. Ah. Fuck that. Delicious. I say as I try to grab him.
Unseen. You have
Am
advantage.
I unseen?
You are.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to roll an extra die then. I don't think it matters, but maybe he crits just for sake of fun.
Unfortunately.
No, that's just a 21. What was that?
It
27?
missed.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it hits. How many dice are you about to roll?
5.
He has 3 HP.
Yeah, so let's see how much overkill it is. That's 16.
You eviscerate the most of his the moisture in his body, and then he falls into a husk. And then he falls down. You kill these 2 bandits.
Let me just see. I'm already more than recovered from that, but still, that's 8 plus the fact that the vampiric touch, which means 9, 17 plus there, which means 3. I heal 20 HP from that.
Did you take, like, total net worth? Did you take any damage in this fight?
Total net worth, no. I have healed more than I've taken damage.
Jesus
Quite
Christ.
a bit more, actually.
I mean, it was unfortunate
You know-
with the dice rolls, but still, you kind of leave without a scratch. You experience the pain, which is nice.
The only annoying thing is there are now cut marks on my clothing. Or on my, I'm gonna presume sleeves or
Do
something.
you have mending?
I might have.
Because that shit removes it, like, in a minute, 60 seconds.
No. It takes 10 minutes to cast mending, mate. Per square foot. No, I do not have it.
Unfortunate. Alright, well, let me go ahead and stop the thing.
Well,
You
Well, I check if there's anything on them. By the way, you can turn off the aggressive ambience.
the what ambience?
Oh, the ambience. It wasn't
Combat
any combat
music?
anymore. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't any.
I was literally searching for one. So this is the song that I picked. You find yourself stuck in this alleyway. You don't feel any prying eyes. You look around. There's like nobody around. You look at their clothing. Clothing intact for the most part. Though bodies are just left as husks. You kneel down. You find a couple of coin pouches. You found about 15 gold pieces on the first body, 25 silver pieces, and 18 copper pieces. On the second body, you'll find a pouch. Let me roll a d20 actually for this. Jesus Christ, that's not how you use a fucking... Stop that! Fucking... Okay, there you go. Alright. You will find a pouch filled with 100 gold.
Oh my!
This pouch does not look like it belongs to him.
Thought
it
so.
looks like it
I
belongs
will
to you.
Yes, yes. Now I presume the pouch is made of a. Is the pouch of a high quality cloth?
It looks like it's relatively high quality cloth, yes. On the higher
Okay.
end, definitely.
I
This looks like a
definitely
noble
pour the money in one of my numerous pockets. And then I stuff the pouch in a different pocket. Don't want to reveal. I don't want to go up pay someone by lifting that shit up.
Alright,
Too much of a risk.
too much of a risk. You put that in your pocket, and then you will find
Is it any-
technically they have weapons. The other dude had two daggers. Both of them had two daggers. Just the bulkier one had a scimitar. You will also see that they have both of them have the scrawnier one has weaker like normal leather armor. The other one has studded leather armor.
Do not dare say that in my presence.
Yes.
I don't care.
Studded leather armor.
And so,
Do any of them have any body marks that can be identified now?
roll investigation.
All right. Alright, that's a 14.
With an investigation of 14, you're gonna be able to tell. The guy, the tougher guy, looks like he has a couple of scars, battle scars. The scrawnier guy looks like he has fewer, but these guys look like that they have been in a couple of fights. They look threatening. Actually, they look like they could have posed a threat to most people. Definitely, makes sense that an average person would probably lose a fight against these people. But you're no average person, and explains why they were so incredibly naive as to actually follow through with a fight with you. And so indecisive as to whether or not they will or will not continue the fight. And so, they currently, you're also going to notice that, that the other guy has a silver ring and a wand, arcane focus. As well, commoner's clothes.
The wand is basically useless. It's just a damn focus. At least I presume. A pocket just to be sure. Can I tell? Can I make a quick arcana check to see if the ring has any magic?
Yes, you can roll with advantage because of the goggles. You
Right.
just kind of like pull them out of one of your pockets, put them on. You look inside.
Okay.
So with the 17 plus what?
26.
With the 26, You're able to tell that this ring in by itself is 100% a matrimonial ring. It's ring. It's not a magical ring, unfortunately.
Think of a lot.
To your disappointment, it's just this person seems to be married.
That means there is a lot of horror I can do. Well then. Oh. I put the ring back onto the same finger I took it off. And I cast Animate Dead. I bring him back.
His body kind of contorts as a little bit of the like you hear creaking as the moistureless body proceeds to start moving again.
Go home and hug your wife.
Does it
That
know that he has a wife?
Depends how much of the lingering spirit is there. Typically not, but this is literally within minutes of his death, so it is possible the soul can somewhat stay attached. But if one way I can boost it is by casting borrowed knowledge on him, since I quite literally borrow or use knowledge from a dead
Deceased
spirit
person?
nearby, I can quite literally take the knowledge from his soul drifting away and give it to the zombie.
You can cast borrowed knowledge, but upon obtaining the knowledge, you'll figure out that the wife is dead. There is no wife, unfortunately.
God damn it! Such an uproar could have been caused. Children?
Did not bear any.
Damn it! Go to your
Bandits like these don't really have
gang
much in
boss.
common.
Go to your gang boss and, I don't know, try and bite him.
Roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
Total?
15.
You remember the divination magic is easy. You'd be able to be tracked if you were to do this.
Oh, I'm setting my connection after giving the order.
Divination magic can still probably get you. You don't know. Okay, there's a chance. There's a very, very high chance that if you were to, the only way they can find out that it's you if they themselves cast necromancy to speak with dead, which most likely they're probably not gonna do, unless you're dealing with thugs, or people that are inherently not so good. They might have a necromancer.
Yes, my own
Oh, yeah.
brain makes a fantastic point. Which is why I'm going to proceed to quickly remove his jaw and tongue. Cause speak with dead does not work if there ain't a jaw to work with.
Alright. You remove the jaw.
Funny
and
enough, that's the
tongue.
only thing. That's the only restriction. It doesn't even need to have flesh, lung capacity, a tongue, anything. You just need to have both jaws there.
You will. How do you get the undead to the bandit area without getting caught by potentially the...
Oh, it's very simple.
Police.
It's very simple. At this point, I'm just curious to see if it's gonna happen. What I actually do is I take the shirt of the other guy, put it on top of the newly made zombie, kind of stick his head, kind of ensure that like the opening is just far enough down that the zombie can see through, ish,
It should buy maybe 1 more minute.
So, and you're gonna send, and then after that, you're gonna send the corpse out.
Yep, I kick it out, sever the connection after giving the order, and I yeet in the other direction.
Okay.
I'm just curious. I just want to know how this is gonna turn out later.
All right. You turn around and then you continue walking.
Yep, you can continue to the others.
All right. Other party members. Let me quickly.
We get to do things.
Yes, it's your turn
Hello.
for stuff doing.
I
Hi.
get to do things? Hi.
Let me make sure that I can show off the statue that was intended. Hold up.
Yep. Yippity yip. Yippity yippers. Yippity yip yip. Yip yip yip.
Okay. The statue, well, looks like that. In by itself, it's towards the center. You can see the distinct horns, and you will see that they look almost like Rogue would normally look, but they have clothing made for more of a colder environment. So yeah, you see that, and then you are still currently in the middle of the town. Let me adjust the ambience. And then boom. There you go. There you have it. The question is, what is it that you will do?
I'm
Well.
going to look around for clothing stores.
Didn't you need your earring enchanted?
Yeah, I just had an idea, though. Well, we can get that done first if it's easier.
Hopefully we can just get that out of the way and I can join you.
Well, I'll go with you to the enchantment thing. If you're already gonna be there, I'd rather be there with you than alone.
That's fair. Let's see. Do we see any enchantment shop? Or any blacksmith or any such?
Walking
Oh,
around,
right.
you're going to eventually see
DM, give me a slight second.
Okay.
There is something I was supposed to remember.
What were you supposed to remember?
Now, the dude Gore told me about, his name was Peter. Was he a blacksmith or was he someone to meet here?
He was a blacksmith. I could help you with it.
I go to the closest shop owner that works with merchandise or some such, and I just... Excuse me. Do you know where to find Peter, the blacksmith?
Peter the blacksmith, you're looking for him, yes?
Hmm?
Right. Well, you're gonna find that closer towards the Citadel. But I can do a good job, yes. Come on. Yeah. Come on.
Well, I'll give you an interesting question.
Yeah.
Takes out his greatsword.
Nice sword.
You wouldn't happen to be able to make this a finesse, would you?
Yeah, you should probably find Peter.
Thank you for trying, at least.
I'll say for
Um,
offering me. I appreciate the opportunity. But I can sell you good weapons. I can sell you finesse weapons.
If you look here,
Yes.
you look that it has a bit of a shine that changes color.
Let me just.
He puts on like this little like glass monocle thing that like zooms in close to the thing. He's just gonna be like,
That
What the
is,
fuck did you do to the sword?
A bit of chaos magic.
Oh, fuck. See that? I'm not blind. What the fuck did you do to this sword?
We found someone with chaos, and I decided, in a very big, let's see, what is the word? A big brain moment, one might say.
Belonged to Brian. Wrinkle
Yes.
brain.
The sword has a lot of fun things that happen if you hit just right.
Right.
But I have a friend here. She would like her earring enchanted.
Enchanting
Hello.
earrings. Ooh, hello there.
Hey, do you think you can enchant earrings?
I'm more of a weaponsmith. Yeah,
So that's no.
unfortunately.
Okay.
Anyone you recommend for
Thank
that,
you.
or is that Peter as well?
You no, Peter does. Well, Peter can probably do it, but you. It's something like what kind of? Tell me the enchantment.
Message. Well, the spell I heard that sometimes you can enchant accessories with spells.
That should be too difficult. I'd recommend go to the main road. Let me just quickly do a thing which I find completely funny and get God to open up this map. If you go to Night Ridge,
Commune.
and then you currently are at Night Ridge. If you go southwest from here, there's going to be a large road that goes further into to a bridge. Once you go to the small bridge, not the biggest bridge, don't go to the biggest bridge.
Okay.
It's gonna make you go for a way longer detour, but fine. Just go through that, and eventually, if you follow the bridge, past the bridge to the main road, before you get to the main road, you will find a young man. He's a gnome. You could
Young
help
by
me.
whose standards?
Young by my standards.
No, you
That's
say.
very.
Do you happen to know his name?
William.
Okay.
He's more fine with them. He's better with the finer details, such as jewelry work.
Well, you did us a service. So you will get a gold coin. And I hope to see you around.
Customers like you make my job worth it.
he'll grab the coin. He'll be like,
Safe travels. Please come back if you want to buy weapons. I have the best weapons in the town.
What's your name?
Oleg.
Is that an O-R or an O?
O-L-I-K.
Okay.
Oleg.
Have a good good day,
yeah.
Oleg.
Thanks.
Well, have a better one.
Thanks, Oleg.
And it's hard because I just got free money. So work hard. Make sure you get that good day. Earn it. Talio. Bye off. Have a nice day.
Okay, let's see. Can we? What language was
it's maybe dwarvish.
That's what dwarvish sounds
You
like.
really liked that guy, huh?
You
I
guys get back
didn't
to the main
expect
road.
dwarvish to sound like that. I have to admit, I don't have much experience with dwarvish.
I
It sounds
do
a
not
lot more
speak
eloquent than I thought it did. I
You,
only know how to speak Orcish, personally, and common.
we start traveling further. Let me just quickly drop this. There you go. Underneath. There you go. Perfect. You continue traveling further, further into the city. I'm gonna zoom in so it's like easier to see like the names of the places. Okay. So you guys are currently towards around the center of the screen, and you guys start walking down to the small bridge, which you recommended. Upon arriving to the small bridge, it's not as populated, and there is a couple of boats that are traveling through the river that go towards the main ocean. The water is fresh. Is it clean? Not that clean, but it's not bad. Definitely not the dirtiest lake you've ever seen. River, sorry. Eventually, you cross and then there's this final segment of Night Ridge. And then walking through it, on the edge of the Timber Crown, you'll find a little hut. This little hut looks like a doghouse, by how little it truly is. It's currently by the side of one, more like an outhouse kind of thing, but it looks very fine. It looks like a very high quality outhouse, so to speak. More like a telephone box would be a better way to describe it. A telephone box, yeah. But above it, it says, William's trinkets, artificery, and such items, or whatever the fuck. I don't remember. Let me read the notes. It was just William trinkets of artificery and magical items. There you go. You're just like, that looks familiar. How the fuck do you exist in that? The door is pretty cramped. Rune, you're gonna have to crouch to get in here.
Well, William is probably in there, so...
Yes, we should go in there to find William.
Are you sure you want me to crawl through that entrance?
Do you not want to go there?
I will.
Don't test me. I will.
Well, you don't have to if you feel intimidated by his presence. I won't make you. Of course, I want you to
I
feel
am
comfortable.
intimidated by that small door.
Yeah,
It's
no, if you feel
uncomfortable.
too scared to go in there, that's totally fine. Like no pressure at all. But I'm gonna go. So if I
Have a nice
if I
day.
die or something, you might have to like overcome your fear of smaller than average doors. I wouldn't even say that's smaller than average. Relatively small doors. So I'm gonna go.
It doesn't really sound like... I'll see
I will
what I
walk
can
into
do.
the door.
I'll do something
No, sorry,
about
not
that
into
trailer.
the door.
I'll walk into the door, not the entrance, just the door.
I phase
Bonk.
through it.
Oh my god, okay. Let me
I
see
will
if I
then
can.
actually go in through the door, because I noticed something else with that today.
You're walking through the door. Let's see. Upon walking inside, let's see. Oops. Oh. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop, pop. sure this is not completely fucked. Yeah, that was completely roasted. What? Why is everything so fucked? Am I cursed?
Maybe
I
he
don't
just
know,
doesn't
man.
like you.
Am I cursed? I think I'm cursed.
Can you
Probably.
fit through the door?
Maybe he
Um,
doesn't fit through the door.
Both of you guys, no, Corel, you fit. You just kind of have to like slightly tilt your head, and you get in.
Ooh, worst case scenario, I can just shorten my ankles.
Sure,
That's
that is
true.
the thing you legally are allowed to do. Alright, so upon,
I will go in as well, but this it will. Yep. Yay.
let me make sure that this is not completely scuffed. There you go. Alright. So, let me go to OBS and then quickly go to this one. I'm gonna swap it out to. Actually, no, let's do cancel imageable. No, not imageable. Then. I wonder if it's all busted.
Well, I see a dice tower now, at least.
I think. Oh my god, I think this is busted. But I think if this
What
works,
did
it's gonna
you
be
do?
funny. It did not work.
Is your spire being annoying?
It's being kind of busted, but okay.
Do you want to close the busted spire and reopen?
It's not busted spire. It's everything's on fire. Everything is on fire. Let's open this instead. Let's get this one back in. All right, that's good enough. And then swap this one for Rose. This work. It should just be a small image. Come on, don't fuck with me. Okay. And then I'm gonna show it. There you go. Something along this lines, where it's just like lots of. It opens up immensely, and around you you will see. Let me see if I can get an actually higher quality image. There you go. That's. There you go. That was higher quality. Immensely higher quality. Whoa. Alright. There you go. You get inside and you can see lots of different items. Let me change this to laboratory.
So can I stand in the middle part?
Yes, once you get inside, the room expands massively. You are now in an actual proper shop.
Ah, that's good.
Upon entering, you will see a dude.
The dude.
He's like a gnome. He looks relatively fine. He's
Oh.
currently with a.
Bruh.
He has a pipe in his
Oh.
mouth. And he's in fact not young at all. You've been lied to, deceived. The dwarf thinks 87 is young, which in dwarf
Well,
years is not pretty young.
that's why I asked what the age was relative to. Yeah.
And there he is. He's just like puffing
hello?
at his pipe, and he's just like,
Hello. Welcome to my store.
Do you enchant earrings, perchance?
I enchant many things.
Okay, is one of them?
Yes. It is. It
That's-
is.
That's great to know. Thank you so much. How much do you think it would cost to enchant an earring with the spell message. Well, I mean, have it be able to message.
How often do you want it to message? How frequently?
Once a
Once
day,
a day?
maybe?
5 times a day? Infinitely?
Well, if it would cost more to have it message infinitely, then once
The
or
more
twice a
you-
day would be optimal.
How about 3 times?
How much is that?
87 gold. If you have the earring already on you.
I do. How about twice per day? How much would that cost?
73. He looks like he's doing this quick math in his head, and then he tells you 73.
Quick maths?
Yeah, quick maths.
Okay.
50 for once. What?
Well,
I would recommend more. do
since
it
I
infinitely,
already
you'll be
have the
about-
earring on me,
Uh-huh. 200 gold. No. 283 gold to do it 100 plus times, which at that point is like,
okay, I'm not gonna get up to 100 plus times.
yeah. It's, at that point, you might as well have. It's borderline limitless.
Right. So 2 times per day?
2 times.
Yes. And since I already have the earring on me, I'd assume that would lower the price.
That is with the lowered price. The earring itself will cost, depending on the quality of the earring, 10, between 10 silver to 10 gold more. Depending on how fine you want the earring. But the base price, if you already have the earring, 73 gold. I have other warehouses.
How much?
Well,
Hold on. How
yeah,
much did you say it was?
73 for 2.
Yes. I will take you up on that offer. How long will it take to enchant it?
But do you have the money on you?
Yes.
Alright. It would just take a moment.
Just a moment?
He extends his hand, like if he's about to grab your ear. And he's just like,
Just a moment. If
She
it's okay
pulls
with you.
away.
he doesn't move
Uh,
any closer. He just has his hand still out.
I'd like to take my earring off first before you enchant it, if that's
He lowers his hand
Okay.
slightly. So you can like it's still, so that means he can like, now his hand is just extended so you can put it in his hand.
shouldn't I give you the money first?
I can just remove the spell. I can give you the item and I can make it permanent after I get the money. But I can prove to you that it is in fact working before I take the money.
You seem trustworthy. I can always
Thank you.
just take my money back.
What? You mean steal from me?
No.
Are you offering to
It'd
be...
be fair.
It would be what?
It'd be fair if you didn't give me the correct enchantment.
I'm just proving
That's
to
the
you
only-
that the thing works and
the
then you
reason
pay
I
me
take
and
my
then I
money
make it
back.
permanent.
Can you
Can-
not just make it permanent in the first place?
Then can I get the money then? first before
Yes. I hand him the money.
Takes the money. He thinks about
Here.
it. He thinks to himself, being like he's a little bit confused. You can roll an insight check. He puts the money in like under his
Okay.
table. Right now,
Oh shit. Sorry, I rolled a natural 20, but it wasn't on stream. God damn it.
is it not on stream?
Oh my god, Tailspire's dying. It wasn't on stream.
Oh, what the hell?
Huh? No. I rolled it because I normally use the Google Dice Roller.
Nice.
Not nice. Now I don't have a natural 20. It is not. It's actually quite bad, if I do say so myself.
An 18? Plus?
So insight?
Yes.
26.
You can tell right off the bat he's casting identifying the gold to see if it's real. He confirms that it's real. Then he puts it down. And then he's just like, normally people in the city check if magical items work before they pay for it. So he's just like, he just assumes like that she's just some uneducated foreigner, and then proceeds to look at you again, and then extends his hand for the earring.
Here.
He waits patiently.
Does he look like he's gonna scam me?
No, he just looks like you. He seems like he's just slightly judging you, but it doesn't look like he's gonna scam you.
He's judging?
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't seem that you're very lucrative at business.
Well, he'd be right. Am I just waiting there for the enchantment?
I mean, you have to give him the earring.
Oh, I give him the earring.
Well, then he proceeds to hold it, looks at it, starts glowing, and then he proceeds to blow on it and hands it back to you.
Does it work?
You put it on. And do you want to cast message or something?
No, I'm just gonna ask him if it works.
Oh.
I think so. I'm
What do
very
you mean
good
you
at
think
what
so?
I'm very good at what I do, but I haven't tested it.
So
Feel
it
free
works?
to test it.
Okay, we'll come back if it doesn't work.
Once you walk out that out that door, it's no free funds.
Okay. Corel turns into a crocodile.
He looks at you, turn into a crocodile, and he's just like,
That is not what the earring was supposed to do.
I say to Rune using message.
Rune, you hear.
Honestly, that is what I expected.
I turn not into a crocodile.
What do you turn into?
Corel.
Alright, you turn back into your original form. He's like,
Do you want me to try again? It's not supposed to turn you into a
It was
crocodile.
not expected, but this will be useful in my endeavors. So I thank you.
Bryn is gonna walk up and say,
Corel is gonna
Good.
cover his mouth.
"You are pretty good at what you do."
Thank-
That's what he's
thank
gonna
you.
say.
He hears.
Well, I can also just friggin'
pick you up.
Rune punts Corel. The stupid hamster. Like.
I
Good
just
God, okay.
grab your hand with my hand and I'd be like, you're pretty good. Impressive.
Bro, looks like you know that one image of the cat and it's surrounded by knives and it looks like really smug. God, I hope you guys know what I'm referencing.
I do,
That-
of course.
I'm picturing it right now.
Okay, that's what Corel looks like.
Nice.
And as this whole weird crocodile event happens, and the car is just in distance, suddenly shivering and going, "Did you drink my potion?"
Nah, it must have been the wind.
Crow walks out. Crow leaves. Crow is
Carl leaves?
leaving.
I
Crow has
what do you
left the
do?
building.
The man
Let's
still
see,
sits
so-
there in his rotating chair.
Is he spinning? Is he in
No,
Spain?
he spinned when you guys entered to like face you, but now he's not spinning.
Sorry, I'm imagining Rune looks at Corel walking out of the door and he looks back and he's just going Mach speed spinning in his chair.
Well, Bruden is gonna take out a tiny note, write something, put a gold coin in the tiny note. He's gonna put it on the table. And then he's gonna leave.
You're gonna see that he's looking at it intently, and then he's just like, huh. And then he puts open the note and looks at it. What does it say?
The ring works, she's just a friggin' joke.
She's just a friggin' junkie?
No, it's a friggin' joke.
Okay. And it's just like,
Corel feels a disturbance in the force.
and then he will fold up the thing, he'll pocket the gold coin, and he'll go back into fidgeting. Upon leaving the store, all charges to your the earring are restored. You have two
Yeah,
charges.
two.
Oh,
Wee.
okay. Wow.
You kind of after kind of like since it requires an attunement, by the way. But in by itself, what it does is that it allows you to, first and foremost, you can cast per long rest 2 times message, no matter what form you're in. You can cast spells, and also if you approach this person, or specific locations, there are specific locations that will restock your spell usage if those places are attuned to him. So pretty much you can like get refills without taking long rests.
And kidnap him?
That
Sorry.
would work
No, it's
out
not
well.
him. It's places.
Yeah, he can magic the places.
He has magic to places.
I mean, you don't know if you can magic more. You don't know how it works. But all you know is that there are places in which you can restock them, refuel them.
Corel,
Okay. Yeah?
I have noticed you're a bit of a jester.
Like the occupation? Because if so, then we have very different definitions of what jester is.
And the fact that you suggested I meant the occupation tells me that I'm right. It is, you do tend to make a lot of jokes with people, wouldn't you say? Or what one might call practical jokes.
I make jokes of people, if they are not already. Sorry, that was a bit harsh. Yes, I enjoy pranks.
Nice. At least it's not boring. That's what I can say about that.
Would you... Are you, like, hiring me for a birthday party of some sort, or... Do you want me to prank someone for you? Like a hitman prank? Assassin, perhaps? I can kill someone with a prank.
That's a bit
If you'd
excessive,
like me
I
to.
would say. I just noticed and since you seem to do it somewhat consistently, I was curious.
About what?
Well, is it for your own entertainment, or is it something you learned to do from someone else? Or...
Entertainment, I suppose. It's not out of malicious intent, if that's what you're asking.
I don't know. So nobody else taught you to do this. You just decided, hey, I'm gonna turn it into a crocodile.
Yes. No one taught me how to prank people. I feel like that. You know that, do you want me to teach you how to prank people?
I would say I'm quite satisfied with what I do. So,
Good,
mean,
'cause you can't turn into a crocodile. Hello.
well, if I hit someone really well, I could turn into a crocodile, but that's one of the few.
Could
things
you?
I can do.
Do you think you could turn into a crocodile without my assistance?
It's possible. It's more likely I'll turn into a plant.
Try it.
That would mean I would need to hit someone so well that the magic in the sword decides to activate.
We can murder that shopkeeper if you like.
No.
Didn't like him too much.
No. I'll go to that blacksmith and forget that you ever suggested.
Murder? Oh. So we're not gonna kill him.
No, that's not the plan.
Hmm. Interesting. You seem awfully against murder for someone who murders.
Well, I tend to murder animals more than I murder people.
Animals by your standards, or animals like, biologically?
If I said wildlife, what would you think of them?
I would think that you were very passionate about not letting dandelions into people's lawns.
I'm impressed by that assumption. Wild boars, deers in the forest, stuff you need to eat, and stuff that will attack you, like bears,
Like
owl bears,
crocodiles.
for example.
Would you kill me if I was a crocodile?
Or would you attack me?
Probably.
I might use self-defense.
Or I could kill you.
If I sense any hostile intent, I will attack back.
Do you smell hostile intent? What does it smell like?
More like body language, I would say.
You smell body language? What does it smell like?
When did I ever talk about smell?
I did. And you
Yeah,
never
I noticed.
denied it. So I'm assuming
That's
You
not how
smell people.
conversations work.
you smell people and then decide whether or not you're going to attack them.
You just made an assumption about me.
At least I don't smell people.
You have some interesting assumptions, I can understand.
Rune, I jest.
I noticed.
Thank you for noticing. I am aware that you do not smell people. I have fought with you in battle many times, and I've only seen you smell someone once. But we don't talk about that time.
Fair enough. What I'll tell you is I very much enjoy anti-humor.
You enjoy what?
Anti-humor, have you heard of it?
No. What is? Tell me a joke.
No.
Hmm.
The DM understood immediately and laughed. There we go.
Funny. That
I
was
do
fucking
not-
funny. Roll an intelligence
I do
check.
not enjoy your sense of humor, Rune. I apologize.
Oh.
Um,
Well, We learned something new about ourselves today. That's good.
Yeah, I can cast message now.
Nice.
That's
I'm gonna
the
see if we can
Yeah.
find this Peter fella.
Peter who?
That's a good question. By the Citadel?
Oh. Sorry, I know Peter. I thought you might have been referring to him, but you are not. Which
What-
is to be
what?
expected.
What Peter are you referring to?
You probably don't know him.
You continue walking through the city, and eventually you get closer towards more of the citadel, or the center. Let me go ahead and show the map. You walk down through the main road, and then you enter past Timber Crown to the South District. Now, Nikari.
Nikari.
Satan?
Am I laggy?
Yeah, there you are. There you are. Hi.
Am I lagging, by the way?
A little
No,
bit, but not
not
too much.
really.
Not anymore.
Ah, okay. Yeah, my internet's been really buggy. I restarted my computer 2 times since I stopped doing things.
Jesus.
I know. Second time though, it was just because Tailspire wouldn't open up. Either way. Yes.
You continue walking through the, so to speak, very shady-looking alleyways, and eventually, you will see a shop. This shop is at a crossroads. Well, or I guess a T, kind of turning in different directions. Which you either go to the left or to the right, and right in front of you though is this little shop. It seems to be really wedged into these buildings that have overhanging bridges that kind of cross around. Now here, there's a decently larger amount of a larger population, and then you find that the shop, and simply put, it's titled,
on.
or above the entrance, there's like this like wooden plate, that above it, in kind of mossy, dirty, it looks like it's carved in, and it says Sandra's Nook of the Weave and her alchemy.
We proceed to precipitate ourselves, looking less bloody.
I mean, in by
I
itself,
think.
you didn't cut
I-
them, so there was
I-
no loose blood that splashed onto you. You just have a couple of slashes and a little bit of your teared up clothing. Which-
It's black clothes and black skin. You can't really see much. I walk in. Okay, I precipitate my boots for just politeness.
Upon walking inside, this place feels cramped. Not to your surprise.
It smells like home.
Let me adjust the ambience. Womp, womp, womp. Inside, you will see an old lady. She sits with her legs crossed, drinking tea. She has black hair that looks very, very messy. Her eyes are brown but have like this hint of purple glow to it. She has a wart on the top of her nose, looking eerily similar to a hag, but in by itself human. She has pointing, humanish, more of a half-elf than anything. She has this purple-black robe around her, and a silver necklace, which is surprising. Normally, for a place like this, people wearing jewelry, just as is a bit of a ballsy move, so to speak. She sits there. She looks at you, walking inside, and around you will see lots of different kinds of potions. You will hear it starting to brew and bubble up. Let me quickly actually add that ambience. I can throw that in. And she smiles welcomingly, surprisingly enough. It's slightly eerie, but nothing you're not used to. And you can tell that at the back of the store, there are large carpets and different places to weave, as well with different cauldrons and whatnot that don't seem to be in use as of right now. Except for one that is currently glowing like a greenish hue.
I must say, this was the last place I expected to find an alchemist. At least I presume. I give him... No, there's no point in smiling. The hood is still on.
Well, I can be found in very weird places.
How fascinating. I have been to quite a few of those same places. Pleasure to meet. I reach out my hand.
She will reach out her hand, and she will grab it, and she will shake your hand, and you can tell that her grip isn't strong. It's a very soft grip, and her hands do seem to have a bit of calluses. And she shakes it, but she shakes her hand like if she were to be a noble, and then proceeds to let go, and then proceeds to lean back into her chair. And she's like,
What can I offer you this fine day?
That is indeed a very, very amusing question. Aside from the how interesting your introduction has been so far, I do wonder about your stock. You see, I've kinda started to run out of several ingredients, and I'm also in the hunt of more. Also, if you're on this side of the market, hint. I don't say hint, obviously. I have something you might be interested in. Heavyweight on might. I hand her my last potion of polymorphosis, the one for Wolf.
Ooh. I sense
An elementary design.
the Fae was involved. I can tell by its smell. But I would be willing to pay 35 gold. You see, I can make my own. Apologies.
Oh. True enough.
You
But
should
it might-
probably find someone else. Though, this would sell quite nicely in this town. Especially further west of the wine district.
Now that is lovely. Then I suggest a different trade. You may keep the potion. Just cue me in on all the important details of this city. You see, I pulled out my hood. I'm not exactly from anywhere local.
I'm gonna make her roll a nature check, actually, to see if she knows what the fuck she's looking at.
I've seen some of your kind before, but I've never known
Dealt
much.
with us?
No.
I mean-
Apologies for my lack of education.
To be honest, you're better. It's probably better not to know some of parts. Although, if you ever want to get a good customer base or supplier base of all things poison, I would sorely recommend hitting up one of our markets.
Well,
We also have enough. We also have all kinds of slaves, if that would be of any. But I have seen a extreme lack of that on the surface. By the looks of it, your economy seems to be agrarian in base, and not slavery.
not anymore. But
Quite amusing, really. Well, I suppose
your
that the
potion.
difference comes down to fertility. Well,
I do have a bit of information for your potion. Simply
by all
put,
means.
if you are hoping to buy magic in bulk, go to the summer district. Follow southward. There will be some people that, there's this cabin, simply put. And if you find someone named Rogers and ask them about bulk buy, you will be able to be led to someone who can sell magical items in bulk. Very cheap per one. Go to the source, so to speak. To the factories. Remember, Rogers.
Rogers. Factories.
Bulk buy.
Now this is quite amusing.
And as of your clothing, I can help fix it, if you wish.
That'd be lovely.
1 gold.
I seem. I give
She
her the coin.
smiles.
And I know this is overpaying. I bloody know.
She smiles, holding back a giggle, and then she proceeds to, over the span of a minute, mend your clothing.
I give a very similar look. Now then.
And then she'll proceed to like lean back.
Right. So, as for my wares, I sell potions of different kinds.
Please do me a favor and check your DMs as to cut a little bit of corners. Bump. As for the basic items, I'm gonna go ahead and send you a for the quantity available. I'm gonna send you actually quantity available as well. She as well sells poisons and whatnot, but I can not poisons, but potions and poisons as well. But we can you can roleplay that part. But as to save time on the other smaller details, let me go ahead and check your DMs real quick while I proceed to send you something real quick.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Consists of the like adventuring gears and stuff like that, like such as like acid, alchemist fire, antitoxin, all that stuff. She can sell, and then you can as well ask for prices. And then, but the thing is, she is a tailor as well. She as well can sell these bad boys.
Well, I'm looking for several items actually. For a start, I pull out my alchemy supplies, poisoner's kit. Actually, I pull out most of my stuff. As you could probably notice, I am running empty on several basic but still important ingredients. I need to have that restocked. I would like to fill up on... I just pointed a bunch of random ingredients. These a bit more as I use them more often. On that, I need to pull up like a tiny bit of torn off paper from my spellbook. I need 6 mods and 6 articles, clothing. I write down the general description, and I'm gonna send you the actual image of what the hell I want them to look like.
So first, you wish to refill your alchemist supplies, yes?
Yes, as
25
well as my
gold.
poisoner's kit.
As for your poisoner's kit, that'll be a 35. So, for your refillment, there'll be a total of 60 gold.
About the refillment and the articles of clothing, and I will share with you an incredibly rare ingredient.
Okay. As for the article of clothing, upon your description, it'll be 34 gold pieces per article of clothing.
See, well, hopefully this ingredient might make up for at least a good chunk of it. As soon as the PDF loads, there we go.
Nice.
Ah,
Nice.
how about dragon blood? Okay, are people there?
Is-
Oh,
Um,
I can hear people again.
She is very shocked.
half off for the clothing.
Everything. I'm neither blind nor stupid, and we both know what dragon blood is worth. I'll even throw in what
hand on.
particular kind it was.
Which one?
White. The most fierce and aggressive of.
Where did you get your hands on this?
Just say. No, I'm not gonna say anything. That is for me to know.
Fair,
But-
fair.
I will trade you one thing. I'll tell you my name for your name. And I do mean the proper name. I take off the glove of my hand and give her the hand again. What do you say? And I give her another tooth-filled grin.
Roll a perception. Persuasion. You have advantage.
Happy rolling. I just let me re-roll the die when it gets down. Quite. Well, 17.
Okay. I guess she's gonna roll a counter, I would say. To see whether or not, because that name thing is spicy.
I know.
Okay. She finds herself sitting down, looking down, thinking to herself.
Do you have a place where you'll be staying? So I can send you the articles of clothing. Of course, you don't have to pay for the dragon's blood, and as well we can make the exchange of names.
Well, I do not remember any particular place. God, was it any particular place we were going to? Like, we haven't talked. It's been weeks.
You don't quite.
The castle?
Likely you're gonna end up in the castle. The Queen's Castle. But in by itself, you probably don't want to say that. What you can probably, actually, hold on. I'm thinking as a DM. She's gonna know your full name, so she can probably, assuming you tell her your full name, she can probably get it to you without any issue.
Tell her my true name.
If you
Not
tell her
full
your
name.
True, yeah, your true name.
There's a big difference. Both are very important, but not to the same degree.
Yes. She will simply say in a quiet voice,
Saritha Sareth. Saritha Sareth. Sarithareth. Sarithareth.
brain
Send that.
DM.
Can you send it to my-
Brain.
Just send.
I'm okay. My brain tried to pronounce that 3 times, but my dyslexia was like, no.
Yeah, can you send it in my DMs?
Saritha. So. Oh my god. Saritareth. There you go. Saritareth.
quick little at okay. Noted. Darius. Darius the Second. Yeah, I'll.
That's right.
You told. Did she tell me her last name there, or was it just you having problems pronouncing it?
She does not have a last name. It's just that I tried to pronounce it 3 times in a row and mispronounced it every fucking time. It's just her full name is her full true name is Sritareth. Okay, there you go. That is her name.
That sounds like 2 names, which was how it got confusing.
It is just one obnoxiously long name.
Darius Second. First, I'd give a name.
Well, on that note, she tells you that you're gonna get your clothing soon, and then she extends her hand for the vial.
Dragon blood? Yes. For my young white dragon, if it matters, the specific.
Oh, we said that at the exact same time. Hold it done. Yes. So pretty much, she takes the thing. She will slide it into her pocket. And then she proceeds to state that it was a pleasure doing business with you, and unless you want to buy more stuff, you can meet up with the rest of the party.
Wouldn't happen to have a good paralytic or excessively strong painkiller on hand.
She thinks to herself. And then she will like look at you, and then she's gonna be like,
I have the elixir of health and potion of invulnerability. But that's as close to what you're asking for. Of course, I have potions of healing as well, and superior healing.
Oh, I'm afraid such is not within my interest. To be frank, if I wanted them, I could brew them myself.
That is
But
fair.
my interests are a bit more on the unorthodox side. But I'm sure we will see each other again. It's been lovely.
Look forward to it.
I put my hood back, my glove back on, and I exit.
you walk back out, getting.
I
Onto
try
the
and find the
road.
others.
You get onto the road, and the second you get onto the road, you bump into them. Everyone bumps into each other onto the main road.
That took a lot less time than anticipated.
Well, we had a long walk.
I see.
We went all across the city and we're still not finished.
This city reminds me of home. Labyrinthine and cavernous.
Your experience was very different. I'm gonna let you know. It's just a very colorful, pretty, and lively city. Not any murder.
I mean, Rune knows when to avoid going into alleyways because that's just no. Oh, there's someone there that looks like they're very ready to jump. We're not going that way.
Very.
Was the car just immediately went into the alleyways?
Yep.
Oh, you're approaching me? Well, yeah.
I wish I could say that, but I can never remember the line.
Well, we're
On that
looking
note-
for the blacksmith still.
You start marching off towards the center of the town. Or towards the citadel, and eventually you will see Artificer Peter with his smithing. Simply put, you will see a relatively large building. It stands out pretty nicely. You can clearly tell by the name of the fucking shop is that it has to do with Peter. And you will see that there is a lot of different weapons, magical items on display, pretty much. And at the outside of the door, there are two very buff dudes standing there. And upon closer inspection, you can tell that they look like dudes, but instead are golems. They stand there, unmoving.
Ooh. Well, that's impressive. That's an awful lot of time. But okay. Go in, I suppose. Mentally preparing myself for a few words I probably need to say.
Are you gonna be okay with the door?
The door
It's already past the door.
I look, I look
know.
at both of you in confusion.
Yeah, that's the
he
right
gets-
response.
He gets scared sometimes.
I get
No,
scared
of
by
course.
extremely small doors.
No, it's just
I'm
doors in
gonna
general.
know that.
Okay, pal. We'll get through it.
Well, first I'll see if there's anyone around.
Upon walking inside, there's a dude. He is wearing fine clothing. He looks. First and foremost, he's a elf, and he has around his waist, like tools, like that are supposed to be like to contain tools and stuff like that. And there's a smith that he just currently is walking away from. He currently tosses the hammer away, and then he proceeds to wipe his hands. With precipitation, he finds them completely clean, and then walks up to you in like the most smooth and this like way where he looks like he was doing something completely different, and now he's a completely different person, ready to do business, and not isn't currently working with creating a weapon behind him. And then he walks up, which is like,
Hello there. I am Peter.
Peter. That's nice. I was
Welcome to my
recommended to
store.
go here from
Many people.
an orc named Gore.
Have I met
Half-blood.
Half-blood? Go on.
A bit of
A sailor?
yeah,
young boy.
he sails every now and then, yeah.
I met him. Ooh, I met him many years ago. How is he?
I have some sad news.
The ocean
There was a
took him.
kraken.
Why, dear God?
The kraken's dead though,
I hope so.
but he fought valiantly.
That's good.
But
Off one way to start a conversation. But yes, please. What can I help
I
you with?
have a conundrum for you. He's gonna show his greatsword. I would like this to have finesse.
Jesus Christ. Let me read Discord real quick. I have 11 messages. Okay, 1 second.
Did someone die?
I'll go on.
Besides that one?
Unfortunately. No.
That's that one guy.
Poor dude. Probably something else.
Alright, I'm back. Jesus Christ. I have my phone off right now, so I didn't get called.
Oh!
That is unfucking fortunate. Jesus Christ.
11 calls or 11 messages?
I have 11.
you looking at a
So I can't hear
screen?
calls. I don't have any calls. It's on silent because I don't want. Didn't want people to. Stop spamming my chat. I swear to. Oh my god, I'm actually gonna mute you.
Ban him, ban him, ban him.
No, I'm not gonna ban him. Bro.
Sorry. Kick him, kick him.
Dude, I have everything silent because I'm streaming. Fuck's sake. I didn't know. Since I'm not the only person in my house, I thought it was somebody else who's gonna open the door if anything happened. But
Oh, something is actually happening, so you should probably open the door.
yes. No. It's my
Did you,
my
did you open the door?
yeah. I went and opened the door just now. But my father seemed to be asleep and he didn't wake up either. And she has my father's phone, so she can't call him. That was unfortunate.
That is a
Unfortunate.
big oof right there.
That is a considerably large oof.
So now we feel emotionally at the same point as the conversation we were just having.
Oh yeah, fucking Christ. You want to make a sword? Yes.
You see, I've learned some things from, let's say, I learned how to stab a bit better, but it requires a weapon that has a bit more of a possibility for dexterity, you could say. I've heard magic can do wonders.
It can. That it can do. I don't think I could necessarily change the weapon itself, but I can enchant it with something else. I have an idea. It involves a school of magic that is not very common.
Curious.
It's going to take a bit of time for me to be able to procure the required materials, but it's graviturgy. Simply put, I'm going to try to make this weapon physically lighter. It's going to take me a bit of time. Do you mind leaving this weapon with me for, say, a week? I do have to make sure that I don't blow it up with whatever it is that you did to it. Which, no
That-
complaints. I understand fun, but I don't want too much fun in my laboratory.
In your own laboratory, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Would you like a down payment?
It would be nice. I would appreciate a down payment about Christ. I'm going to be honest. Enchanting a sword with this enchantment isn't necessarily an easy thing to do. It's difficult, naturally. And then doing it to a sword that's already enchanted without removing the previous enchantments, I assume that's what you want, right?
That would be ideal, yes.
I believe the total will be around, say, 800 gold.
That is a lot of money.
But if you give me a down payment, I can rent you another blade while you are bladeless. until you get your full blade back.
He just straight up takes out another blade. I think I'm fine. I'm prepared for this. But
All right.
let's start with 400 gold, and then you get 400 when it's finished.
That sounds lovely. I'll hold on to this, and I'll get it done as quickly as possible. If you wish to buy anything else, I'll be more than happy to assist with whatever it is that you're trying to buy. And if not, well, I have a lot of work to get done. But yes. Feel free to ask around. Show yourselves
Let's see.
to my
I'll
wares.
ask you a very, very simple question.
Yes.
Something that would help good armor that is, or help in defense magically without being armor.
Without being armor.
Kind of like a cloak of protection, I suppose.
You're looking for the cloak of protection.
That would be ideal, yeah.
Let's see. I have that in stock. One swift moment, please.
Mm-hmm.
We will walk back. And you'll be looking through. Up. I can get my hands on this actually. I can get my hands on it by tonight if it's necessary as of right now.
Well,
But-
first off, since there's a speak of using a lot of money, how much would that cost?
Oh, it's another 800. It's quite the pricey item.
I think I will have to stick with my hopefully not blown up sword.
Hopefully. It's in my
He starts preparing the gold bags.
Oh, and if you find any physical material components to build said cloak of protection, the material components can range from different items. Most likely, try to find things that are naturally very armored. Probably bring me their hide and whatnot. I can probably give it to you at a discount, but to a future date. Just letting you know.
Good suggestion. Thank you.
Right.
Anything you two want?
Oh, yes.
This is a proper magic shop after all.
I have scrolls as well, if you're looking for scrolls.
So, tell me right now what's in stock.
Right now, I have... I have access to 5th level magic as of right now, in scrolls. For magical items, I do have a couple of interesting magical
Don't
items.
care.
Are you looking for
I
scrolls?
make my own.
Okay,
Scrolls are always needed.
right.
There's only so much time for research available.
What kind of scrolls are you looking for? 4th level lower, 4th level higher, 5th? What are you looking for?
Probably third and above.
3rd and above. Right then.
A scroll of non-detection would be quite useful. For a start.
Check your DMs real quick. is I will send you a couple of magical scrolls that he will have access to. Womp, womp, womp. Unfortunately, he will mention that he is currently out of stock or just sold off a scroll of dimension door, but has all of those. They're quite pricey. I do admit, they're not easy to make. Scroll writing is a very old tradition. Not that many
I'm
of
an
us in the city know how to do
arcanist,
it.
I'm well aware.
Yes. He will look at you guys, and you will look back at him. You're just like, anything catching your eye?
Can I... Tongue are quite interesting.
I'm also quite fond of great invisibility. Though not the best in this town, but I assume you are foreign, and wherever you go it might be lucrative to know that.
No. It really is not. It takes all the fun out of a real fight if you simply cannot be seen with such petty tricks. And
Petty tricks work, though. Keep that in mind.
Petty tricks
All's
work,
fair
but
in love and war.
yes, but when your advantage is too overwhelming, where's the fun in games when there is no pain?
In the lack of pain. I'm not much of a
I
masochist.
disagree heavily.
I'm usually in the middle of combat, so
So you
I say
creatures keep
that.
telling me.
Right.
Well, Dimension Door would have been lovely, but I have something better for it. Right. By my estimate, those two should be running at...
Anti-defamation scrolls are very, very hard to get your hands on. I'm going to give you that little bit of a heads up. You probably don't want
right.
to be caught owning it, because it is illegal.
Huh. Some strange practices up here.
When a city is based off of magic. It's
Yeah.
nice to have control.
Regardless. How much?
For tongues and what was it? Arcane Eye?
Yes, separate price for 3rd tier and 4th tier spell.
Individually, okay, tongues cost 900 gold pieces. And Arcane Eye cost about 13,000 gold pieces. He
I look
smiles.
at, like, I just lift the hood up. How much of a fool do you take me for? I just look at him. But
He
the
is
hood looks at him.
smiling, blankly smiling at you.
Wow. You must bleed tourists dry.
I have a bit of a reputation for being reliable, consistent, and I get privileges like this. Pardon me.
It's
for
called
indulging.
extortions. It's called extortion bordering on scam. It's overpriced quite literally more than 4 times any market value it might be given. Even that's on the higher end. I say, no thank you. I can rather find a different associate to deal with.
wish you
Good
the
day.
best. Good day. About anyone else? I'll take that as a no. Well then, I'll get to work as soon as possible.
I'm very satisfied with my order, so have a good evening then.
Good evening. He will walk off to the blacksmith, and he'll continue, and then his hands will suddenly get covered by these like very hefty gloves, and then he'll proceed to start he'll grab onto a vat of whatever mineral that is currently being molten, and then he'll pour it into some sort of like mold. Then you guys will hear a knock on the back side of the door. Back at the entrance.
What? The
That's
What do we-
for you. The
would it be?
knocking. You should get the door. He smiles again.
If no one else. If no one else is, I open
I
the
can
door.
get the door if you want.
All means.
You walk up to the door. You grab onto the handle. You open the door. And then you will see that the building itself is located in front, not next to a road, but completely in front of a large castle. Realizing that you're in a different position, or the building's in a completely different position, you're like, excuse me, what? Where are we? And in front of you, you will see a bearded man. This bearded man is wearing guard's uniform and is currently holding a. He's not holding anything like any weapons out. He's standing there, arms like straight. You can roll an insight, Corel.
Oh God, why me?
I like singling you out.
I think that's classified as bullying.
Yes, I very much.
That's
enjoy it.
not. Okay. Thanks God. This is gonna. So, insight?
Yes, insight.
$14.
Right. With a 14, you're able to tell that this person looks like a royal guard, more grandiose with their clothing than most of the other guards that you've seen so far.
Her Majesty the Queen wishes to speak with the three of you.
Oh. I guess I'll stand up.
Well, out this way.
You find yourself walking out. And for the sake of showing the stream, I'm gonna go ahead and do a thing. Let's see if I have access to it real quick. This world's ambience is a little bit busted. Come on. And then you find yourself at the bottom of the staircase of this building, and once the door closes behind you, the door is gone. The next session will be starting in the Hall of Ethelia. And hold up, let me get your models in here. Actually, hold up. I'm gonna let you guys walk in. I think it'd be nice.
Which board was that?
Hall of Ethelia.
Well, it'll be an interesting session.
Yeah.
I mean, if you wish, you can walk inside. Just to get into the building. The three of you.
How did I double step up the stairs?
Climb
Sonic.
speed.
Freaking double dash.
Feels like we're about to go to prison. That's what it feels like, at least.
I think this
Um,
is straight up the opposite of prison, but okay.
No, I was considering just booking it as soon as I saw. No, I am so happy to be here. Wow. Look at this
Show yourselves.
big room.
Forward. I shall be waiting here for your next escort, unless there's a change of plans.
I wish you wasn't there then, I suppose.
Good luck.
Why do you say good luck? Why do you say good luck? Okay, are we gonna die? Are we gonna die? It feels like it's weird. It feels like we're gonna die.
So wait here.
You can
What if we just don't?
you
I think
can
it'd be
walk
pretty
further
funny.
in if you wish. He's telling you he's gonna wait there. So you guys can go outside.
What are
Upon-
we supposed to do?
Upon walking further in, you will see phantasmal forces, like an element of air, air elemental that is just currently, it's very calm, very quiet, and it just is silently hovering next to you in formation. They're all there.
I was impressed by the golems in here. There's this many elementals just standing here.
I can summon one of them. And give them friends or something. They don't seem like they need much, though. How far are we allowed to move into the hall?
You can move in as much as you like.
Okay. Is that a challenge?
No.
Freaking start double dashing in the castle.
Currently, in front of you, you will see a dragonborn. Copper. She is a relatively nice stature. She carries herself, for the most part, pretty like how you'd imagine nobility. You can tell that is the queen. You can roll an insight though.
Roll an insight.
Right next to there is also a tiefling. Everyone can roll an insight, by the way. Wow.
11.
I'm not gonna bother saying mine.
She stands
Okay.
there, she stands there with
Wait.
utmost, like,
Oh.
it's almost in
13. Sorry.
13.
Okay.
Hold on. Everything is a smidge busted. Give me a second while I fix that. Alright.
It's a what?
Busted. Alright, there you go. Yes, you can see a, what's it called? A tiefling, standing by, the queen. Well, he walks up. And then looks at you, you three. And so the next session will start with this NPC interaction. But yes, absolutely what you can tell is that this character, this queen, is very, very well put together with a, seems to be almost a professional. You're not sure if it's a bodyguard or something. You don't quite know exactly. You can roll a history check actually. Hold up. Corel, you have advantage on this.
Oh god. I have advantage on this?
Yep.
Give me a sec. Wait. So all of us can roll history?
All of you can. You just have advantage.
Okay.
I can.
Yeah, you can. Your DC is incredibly high though.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know.
Unfortunate.
Give me a
No,
second.
it's very expected.
I'm scrapbooking.
Graphic faster.
50.
I'm trying! Tailspire slows down my PC like hell of a lot. And
I see.
the hall does not help. I have advantage?
Yes.
Oh, I don't think I have anything that honest. Sure.
Avagante.
If I roll on the card, it almost landed on a 19. Second of all, that is... I rolled a 13?
You rolled a 13. Yeah.
17.
With a 17, you're able to tell that
Don't
that
mock
tiefling
me.
person is the person who was previously king. You remember Garbus telling you that
Garbage?
he told you that what's it called? That person, that tiefling, killed the prior king, him becoming king, and then elected, or he pretty much chose this the current queen, Nisai, that she should be the ruler. So people refer to this Nisai person as chosen by the hero. Then they call this Viego person the hero of Athelia. Thank you for playing. You know this. So these are the two characters that you're about to interact with. I'm gonna have voice actors for next session. So stay tuned for that.
Wait. Oh, that's crazy.
Hmm.
Oh, I almost forgot. Call 6-6 to get your orphans. Get your
I'm
orphans
going to
today. We have a
actually fucking
we're
die.
full for 3
This is the
deals.
process
It's not
of me
about
dying.
furries.